Greetings, greetings, greetings. We will be starting in just a moment.
If I don't see you, take me away. Take me away. Take me away. Take me away. Even if my hands can catch the wind, catch the clouds, if I don't see you, even if I feel the sun on my skin every day, if I don't feel you, take me away. Take me away. Take me away. Take me away. Toi le soleil uni, toi qui parles à mon cœur. Toi le soleil uni, mais qui part sans moi. Toi qui pars sans moi. Take me. Take me. Take me. Take me.
Greetings, greetings, greetings for those of you joining us currently, for those of you who are joining us at a later time, a later moment, a later date. Welcome to Udja Temple. Welcome into Udja Temple. I am, for those of you who do not know, I am Reverend Majadi Baruti. I'm the chief priest of Udja Temple, the unlikely founder of such a thing. And for that, because of that, and because of what I'm called to as a great devotion, I start with a prayer. Our opening hymn was by Ibeji, the song Oya. We begin prayer. Salutations to she who is eternal. Salutations to she who is immeasurable. Salutations to she who is darkness greeting light. Salutations to she who is light greeting darkness. Salutations to she who takes away our everything. Salutations to she who gives us everything. Salutation to she whom we give everything. Salutations to she who allows us nothing but her. Salutations to she who turns our egos to ash. Salutations to she who bids us eternal good nights. Salutations to she who awakens us on the morrow. Salutations to she who bade us to dance with her, who bade me to dance with her in fire and blood. Salutations to she who grants us this temple being built, this moment, this space here in Birmingham, Alabama, of all places. But what better place than what she calls forth to be? Salutations to she who is Ma and all we need to build her temple for her children. J Ma, J Ma, J Ma. We give praises to the great mother, our great black mother, our great black Mut, she who is eternal. We praise her and her 10,000 by 10,000 names, which we will learn through our messaging and through our study classes that we hope to have in the future. We give reverence, of course, to our ancestresses, those whose blood literally ran and runs through the blood line that is the soil and the river and the stream and the brook, the ocean and the sea of this planet. Our ancestresses, these black women who are the ancestresses of every single one of you, every single one of us as family. We are all mama's pretty babies, as I've told you before. All 7 billion of us. You can call yourself by whatever you want to call yourself. You can label yourself this, that, the other political thing, this, that, and the other spiritual, religious thing, this, that, and the other economic thing. But you are all mama's pretty babies. Because all of you come from her and her mitochondrial DNA that manifests inside of the African woman. So you can call yourself whatever. I'm a this, I'm a that. You are all mommy's pretty babies, every last one of you. And we give honor to our ancestresses for laying that path for us, to know her, to remember her, to speak with, to look at my ancestor table. Those who were farmers and those who were beloveds and devotees of Asaseya, the Earth Mother. We give honor to our elder mothers. Thank you, Big Mama Nam. And I'm going to follow up on that in a little bit. Thank you very much, Big Mama. Thank you, Mother, for feeding us when sometimes we would speak against you as an elder black woman, as an elder mother, period. Sometimes we would disobey you. And we're really good for that. All 7 billion of us, we're good for disobeying. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in this condition that we're in here on this planet right now, run by males. The world, rather, not the planet. The planet is run by Mother. and her stewards. For the earth is our sanctity. It is our sanctuary. The world can be our hell, but we want to move away from that. And we thank our elder mothers for trying to guide us along the way. And I thank the Black women that are in my life. I give honor and reverence to the beautiful presence of my beloved best friend, bestie, my beloved priestess, Meri-T, who has shared some of this walk with me, who has anointed my head, literally anointed my head. Thank you, sister. Thank you, my priestess. So our message for today, it's a strange one, right? Take it light, embrace your darkness. I know you're thinking, well, Reverend Baruti, you have a lot of strange messages. It's kind of your thing, strange messages. We've never heard anything like this before. Take it light. Take it light and embrace your darkness. Take it light and embrace your darkness. Let's discuss that variation between light and dark. Let's talk about dichotomy. Some of you who have been with us for a moment, you may understand that I'm always referencing dichotomy as the epitome of madness, because it is absolutely madness. It is absurdity to think, and I've got all kinds of samples I can use, to think that there is such a thing as a dichotomy. It's only this and only that, or only this. This is constant versus, constant competition, constant conflict. It's either this or that. It's either this or that. Dichotomy. Dichotomy, my loves, is madness. It's absolute madness, and there is no truth to it. Yeah, I said that. Just screwed your entire classes on philosophy, didn't I? Just screwed that, just totally threw that in the trash. Sis, we need to throw that in the trash, because Western philosophy, for the most part, is problematic. And I'm being very kind here. It's problematic. Either this or that. When the reality is something else. It is an insanity of opposing forces. But these seemingly opposing forces actually work together. Dichotomy is centered in patriarchy. And as you know from lessons before, from messages before, we say that patriarchy is the first sin, the turning away from the mother and the capitalizing on the idea that the male human is superior, and that all male constructs or dynamics that come forth from maleness and perceived manhood, that's the first sin. To separate yourself from mother. Patriarchy tends to separate things and to departmentalize. It's part of the thing that is the male mind. It likes to separate things and count them and enumerate them and qualify them. It's only got this much. It can only be this way. You can only act this way, walk this way, talk this way, behave this way, wear your clothing this way, blah, 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 blah. It is absolute, utter madness. Because if we were to take something as simple as the multitude of flowers on the planet, we would know there is no white flower or a black flower. There are grayish flowers. You see how I'm turning my hand? Graying. There are darker, black, going into sable and ebony and such. And there is white in the flowers, and there is a variation of the grades of whiteness: off-white, soft white, egg white, cream, etc., ad infinitum. And they do this constantly. And that's just two of the colors. What about red? Oh, yes, there are variations of red. Let's put a little spin on it. You see how that works? For all of the up, there is something more up. For all of the down, there is something more down than that down. And then you've got the variations in between. So there is no straight line going upward, straight line going downward, and that's it. There are variations, degrees, and even that, what I'm pointing to, needs to be broken down infinitesimally at a subatomic, super subatomic, I don't even know the words, molecular level. And then they can be as vast as the expanse of the entirety of the universe. There's a song, we've played it here as part of our hymns, The Secret Life of Plants by Mr. Stevie Wonder. Listen to his words, find the lyrics, listen to the song, feel it, embrace it. He speaks to the variation of seed, the variation of plants, the variation of flowers, and how we have some that are seemingly so infinitesimal that we can't even see the seed, but some whose antennas expand beyond the galaxy. So dichotomy is centered in this idea that there's only this and that. It attempts to draw us into constant combat with ourselves, with the aspects of who and what we are, and with the universe around us. We're in constant states of combat, and it is the essence of madness, because very few other things are in constant combat. It is not that, and I want to be very careful when I say this, it is not that combat is unnecessary, because that would take it out of the context of what I'm trying to say. What I am saying is that it is not only combat or peace. There are variations between the both. And you experience these things in spirit as you live your life. You have life that has its ups and downs. We say these things all the time. It has its ups and downs. Some of the ups have more downness to the other up, and now some of the downs have more upness to the, and it's constantly varying. It's constantly moving, constantly not moving, moving simultaneously, moving in opposite to each other, moving in conjunction with one another, moving in harmony, moving in grace, moving in disgrace, moving in chaos. There are multiple variations of everything that is already in multiples, and it keeps multiplying itself, dividing itself, putting itself together, tearing itself apart, putting itself together, tearing. It's not either or. There are variations of a little tear, a big tear. I'm trying to get to a point here where you understand that there are multiples of everything, that there are multiple looks on everything. And so male or female, man or woman, oh, he's really, yes. There are variations of all beingness. I've gone into meditation and spirit, and there are variations on gender, sexuality, reality of all forms. For as many thoughts as you have in your pretty head, or could possibly have if you have problems with reasoning, that's how many worlds and possibilities and variations of things that exist. So when you say that a person looks like this, therefore they must be this, you will always be wrong. And you will always be right, because that is your perception at that particular moment. That's the only reality that you know. You don't know until you know. But if you knew and still practice a particular set of prejudices, well, then you've got some other things you've got to deal with. And some of them may be karmic. I hope that didn't go too meta for you. That wasn't the intention. I'm not trying to be deep. I'm just trying to give you an understanding that in some holy books, there's this idea that as many as the grains of sand that exist on the planet, that's how many possibilities there are. And that's understating it. possibilities for being, possibilities for existing. The madness of dichotomy is saying that there is a light versus a darkness. We're going to get into the message. I know you're thinking like, damn, he's going into some really, yeah. We're going to take a light and we're going to embrace this darkness. You dig? We're going to take a light and embrace this darkness. But we got to get past this madness of dichotomy, because we have been taught in the insanity of these opposing forces, supposedly light and darkness, that light is better than darkness. That we're in this constant combat to eliminate the darkness, to get rid of the darkness, to chase away the darkness, to get away from the darkness, to hide from the darkness. The aspects of who and what we are, our light becomes enemy of the darkness and darkness becomes the enemy of the light, when they are actually working together harmoniously. As I said before, patriarchy is the great divider. The separation from mother is the first sin. Everything else followed afterward, or is it some derivative or tenet or tentacle? You want to use tentacle, it's a tentacle, a strangling, choking tentacle of it. Patriarchy is the first problem, or the separation from mother is the first problem. Let me make sure I state that right. Patriarchy is produced out of that, the discord with mother, the disrespect of mother, the turning away from mother. That's the first sin. Patriarchy is produced from that. The idea that I, as a male, as a man, as a human with a penis, am superior to all other beings, and they should be subdued by me. Can't get that word out of my mouth because I don't do that. Can't even say it. We don't do that here. The subjugation of beingness by patriarchy is the first real problem humans had. You know, we like to put it from the idea of the pursuit of capital, capitalism. Now, capitalism is the bastard son of patriarchy. Racism, white supremacy is the bastard son of patriarchy. The first sin is the disrespect of the mother, because you are all mothers, pretty babies, all the way back to that mitochondrial DNA in that first African woman who differentiated herself into the beingness that we are. All 7 billion of us. Your mama black. Your mama is so black. Your mama so black. Your mama is so black. This idea that the darkness, that dark, is the enemy of the light is an absurd one. It's bait and switch, you see. It's bait and switch. Smoke and mirrors, it's that 3-card Monty, where is the ball? Where is Waldo? I'm just kidding. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? The idea that darkness and all of the derivatives you can think of, including blackness, brownness, are evil, bad, is madness. It is sheer, utter, absolute madness. One is bad, one is good. One is beautiful, one is ugly. Here's the problem. The problem is your mama is black. The joy is your mama is black. The truth is your mama is black. She's so black that she produced everything. Take it light. Embrace the dark. Then in that darkness, you were born, right? Yes, the darkness of the womb. In fact, if you look at your holy books, you will see in the beginning, there was darkness. It wasn't God. It was darkness. In the beginning, There was the darkness. What was the God in? It was in the darkness. Uh-oh. The darkness is the womb. She gave birth to all. Right? Your mama is so black. Take it light, though. Embrace the darkness. One day, sometime, and you know your birthday. As a matter of fact, why don't you call out your birthday? I'll call out mine. August 22nd, 1969. Call out your birthday. You too. You were born out of a womb of a woman who was born out of the womb of a woman who was born out of the womb of a woman, out of the womb of a woman, on and on and on ad infinitum. You were born. You know how I know? Because you are here. I see you. I feel you. I love you. You are here. You were born. If you don't think you were born, well, then that's something you're going to have to deal with and go talk to your mama, who is so black. You were born in a blackness, in a darkness, in a moisture, and in a warmth of a womb. The beginning of everything is womb. In Sanskrit, the word is yoni. We won't get into that. That's another discussion. But everything is womb. Everything comes forth from a womb. You can fight the womb, argue with the womb, but you can't knock the hustle because you are here. Therefore, you came from a womb. The earth is here, having come from a womb. The earth herself is a womb, giving birth to wombs, giving birth to life itself. She is here evermore. And she's constantly regenerating. And in that regeneration, she has to go back to the darkness and its beauty. But you are here now. Can we agree that you are here? And I know some of you are thinking, oh, why is reality? That's not what I'm saying. You are here. If you were sitting in front of me or standing in front of me, we could embrace each other. And I like that. I love hugging. It's my favorite. I know. COVID. Okay. Hug me anyway. You are here now. I am here now. We are here. We were born. We are here. And guess what? One day, you will be dead. You're going to die. I'm going to die. We will be dead. We will be very, very dead. We won't be deader than we can be. We will be dead, dead, dead. We're going to die. You're going to die. She's going to die. He's going to die. They're going to die. And this keeps happening. You keep having this born thing, this living thing, where you are here now, and this death thing. And guess what? It happens again. You go back into the darkness, having come from the darkness, to live in the light. And then you go back to the darkness, to come back to the darkness, to live in the light. There is no need to fear death, my loves. There's no need to fear the darkness, for it is from whence you have come and to where you shall return. But one day, just like we know for sure you were born, you're gonna die. I'm gonna die. We're not gonna hurry the process because I like this thing. I wanna hang out with you. I wanna walk with you, go into meditation with you, pray with you, go visit some beautiful flowers, trees, have some good food, drink, dance with you perhaps. But one day you're gonna die and I'm gonna die. We're gonna die. And we're gonna be dead when we're dying. When we're dying, we'll be dying so that we will be dead. And then when we're dead, we'll be dead. And that's it. But guess what? In the darkness, there is a process that is happening. A process of regeneration. It's a constant over and over and over and over again In an ironic spin, I'm getting a message that there may be a power outage in a friend's house. I don't mean to stop the message. The message is here. We'll see what that's about. And there's no need to fear death, my loves, because you're going to die. It is an inevitability. But it's also an inevitability that you were born and that there is a process in the womb of regeneration of life. There is the birth of life. There is the bringing forth of life. So we want you to embrace this darkness. You need to take it light. Embrace your darkness. There's no need to fear death. The beauty of darkness, the birthing, the womb, the growing of things even in the soil, and in much the same there in the darkness. We often reference sometimes during depression, we reference a dark night of the soul. There in your depression and anxiety, you feel as if death is the only thing. No, my love, it is not the only thing. Death is not the only thing. Death is not the only thing. The thing that you are feeling at this moment, the thing that you are experiencing at this precise moment is not the only thing. This sadness that you have that's overcome you, this anxiety, this depression, this sadness, it is not the only thing. It's not the dichotomy of this or that. There's no argument here. There is always regeneration. Because in that birthing from the womb and that growing of things from the soil, and in much the same in that darkness, that dark time that you're experiencing, there in your depression, or maybe your anxiety, or maybe some kind of psychotic break, or spiritual overwhelming, you may feel as if death is the only thing left. No. Death is only a continuation of this constant journey. One that is constantly turning over and over and over. The nighttime comes. You have been in the light. Now it is time to embrace this darkness. Embrace it. Be one with it. There's a song by the Winans, the family of the Winans gospel group, singing along with Anita Baker. Ain't no need to worry what the night is gonna bring. It'll be all over in the morning. Get that? Ain't no need to worry what the night is gonna bring. It'll be all over in the morning. And that's all you're gonna get. But understand the message. There's no need in that state of darkness, that state of sadness. Yes, you were dancing in the light one day. Perhaps it was a long time ago. But you can take it light and embrace your darkness because you know something is coming forth. There's no need to worry what the night is bringing. There is the process of regeneration. There is the constant regeneration that is happening. And that's it. That is the entirety of the message. I want you to know that no matter what you are experiencing, no matter what you're going through, You've had some losses. You've had some horrors bestowed upon you. But remember, you were born, you are here now, and you will die. But there is a regeneration. The earth does it constantly. We use regenerative urban agriculture in some of the work that's associated with Udja Temple. It's a constant regeneration. It's a constantly turning over and over and over. The nighttime comes, and again, ain't no need to worry what the night is gonna bring. Sing with me. It'll be all over in the morning. There is regeneration. There is transformation. There is change. There is an opening for you, an opening of the womb, so that you can be born, perhaps even for the first time. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. Let me give you some information. And thank you first of all for joining us. A couple of things here. So we are here trying to establish Udja Temple as a physical building in Birmingham, Alabama. So you will see at the bottom of the YouTube page or inside of the description of the YouTube video, you will see a donation link. So I'm asking for your assistance in this process to donate just a little bit, $5,000. No, I'm just kidding. If you have it, we're trying to establish a real temple in Birmingham, Alabama, and we need your assistance. So we provided a link for you to do so. We were looking for a house or even perhaps an old church building that we can restructure. We take the crucifix off and put up the image of a woman, something of that nature, and spin around, I don't know, with wings, I don't know. My mother has put it on our hearts to build a temple. And of all places, she wants us to build it here in Alabama, and it seems in Birmingham. So if you have a space, or if you want to do a fundraiser for Udja Temple, you can do that as well. You can put together a fundraiser for us. I'll gladly take that. We will gladly take that. Myself, our priestess, and the folks who are starting to walk with us in this walk towards building this temple. Two things are coming up, however. We're going to extend the ministry. We do offer prayer, so you can call us 205-396-5377 for prayer. You can, I would prefer if you text. That way I can, look at it and we can talk. You can reach out to us at udjatempleministries@gmail.com. That should also be here in the description here. And we also going to have a version of Udja Temple we are referencing as Udja Temple in the Green. We will be physically outside holding temple. So we'll have this Thursday program, but we will also have it outside. And if you are in Birmingham, we are visiting Birmingham on a Sunday morning, we're going to have temple outside, baby. We'll give you the space where that will be. We want to stay safe, so we're not going to broadcast it. And we might not be in the same green space every time. We may be. We'll figure it out. See how everyone's feeling. But Udja Temple in the Green will begin on Sundays. Maybe not this Sunday, but we'll begin on Sundays. We want you to join us there. On May 9th, this Sunday, we will have a message that's been put on my heart called simply Mama and Them House. It's Mother's Day, right? So we're going to talk about Mama and Them and her house and what that means and what that looks like. And that's it. I'm going to close out with the mighty Fisk University Singers, the Fisk Singers. The song is called Mawu Nye Lolo. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Thank you for joining us.
And I've been